Rachael Maskell, for Remainers like yourself, the next few days are crucial. First of all, what kind of message do you think Saturday's protest will send?
I believe it's important for everybody, whether they voted Leave or Remain, to have a parliament which is functioning, which is speaking on their behalf, and ultimately working people fought for that voice against the elite to ensure that they can have a say on matters of national significance, and now the elite is denying them that voice. Well, I'm not going to let that happen here in York, a home of Parliament at one stage, and I'm therefore called together a People's Parliament on Saturday in York so that people can gather, protest, be present, and also to have their say over what they want to see for the future of our country.
So, I mean, People's Parliament, another word for protest, basically, in St Helens Square, yeah?
Well, we want people to protest, to have their say, to hold up banners, maybe to stand in silence, but ultimately to have their presence felt by the Prime Minister, as it will be right across the country on Saturday, in the light of this democratic outcry that we've seen in denying Parliament its say, its voice. Ultimately, Parliament is there to hold the government, the Prime Minister, to account. We're not allowed to debate or ask questions or to scrutinise him for his actions at a time of national crisis. That is what we're standing for.
But what do you say to your constituents in York who say the referendum stands as the voice of the people and that isn't being listened to? By yourselves.
The referendum in 2016 was really important, and people voted for their future, whether to leave and reform politics or to remain and reform politics. And therefore I believe that politics is failing both locally, nationally, and in fact across Europe, and we need to see that reform come forwards. A lot has changed over the last 3.5 years, and it's really important now that we've seen what Brexit looks like, we've seen what this disastrous no deal is going to look like, for people to have a final say over this matter, and that's what I believe would be a fair democratic way of proceeding on this matter.